What is up guys, Nico here from Balsas Life, and for today, we're going to talk about the rumored Sony FX3. Alright, so Sony is on a roll to start 2021. As you know, Sony just released the A7siii, the A7S3, and the FX6 last year, 2020. And, we thought Sony is going to slow down a bit, but doesn't seem like it. They've just announced the Sony Alpha 1, which is a beast of a camera. And we've now got rumors of a new cinema camera, which will be called the Sony FX3. Now, this camera is interesting because when we look at the rumored specs, it is kind of in between the Sony FX6 and the Sony A7S3. And, the lines are starting to get blurred when it comes to their cinema line and the stills camera line. And, we just have to wait and see what this camera actually has. Now, as we've seen the leaked images of the FX3, we are seeing that the form factor is looking more like, the stills line rather than a traditional cinema camera. In fact, looking at the pictures, it looks more like the APS-C line of Sony. The form factor looks like an A7siii or an A6600, mainly because there is no EVF as compared to the A7 line of Sony. And of course, since this is an FX line, this will be a cinema camera. But judging from the images, as you can see, there is a shutter release button. So we don't know if this is a hybrid cinema camera where you can also take still photos, or they just put that button there for customization purposes. Another question that people have, since this camera has a small form factor, is if this will have electronic ND filters just like its bigger brothers, like the FX6 or the FX9. Now, IBIS is also one thing that pops up a lot. Since it has, again, a small form factor, I don't think the FX3 will have IBIS. So some of the reliable rumored specs are, take note, these are not confirmed specs. These are reliable from Sony Alpha Rumors. That's the term that they used. Is number one, it will be priced around 3,795 euros, which is around 4,500, 4,600 US dollars. The camera will take CF Express Type A cards, and I'm assuming also V90 SD cards. It will record in 4K 120p, but no 8K video, unlike what was initially rumored. And what's surprising to me is pre-order will start on February 23. That's 10 days from now, which is crazy since this was just, a recent rumor, and it's already going to have pre-order on Feb 23. So I am assuming there will be an announcement on Feb 23 as well. So some of the not so reliable specs are the FX3, they say, will be almost the same as the A7S3. So it's interesting to see what the main differences are of this camera as opposed to the A7S3. It will have active cooling. It will have an XLR adapter in box. It will have, of course, S-Cinetone. There will be no overheating after 13 hours of 4K 10-bit 422 recording, which is, amazing. And as you can see in the pictures, there will be so many, I don't know if it's quarter 20 holes on the camera to maybe rig it out even if you don't have a cage. So those are the things that we know so far about the Sony FX3. What we don't have information about is its resolution. Will this be a 12 megapixel camera like the A7S III? Will it have a higher resolution, since, you know, some are speculating this also can be used as a stills camera? We don't know. We have to, you know, wait for more rumors or wait for the announcement itself, since it is only in 10 days. One sentiment that is popping up in A7S III groups or threads is that, will we regret buying an A7S III? Others are commenting that, you know, the A7S III is obsolete. And my answer to that is, I don't think I will regret buying the A7S III, simply because I am using the A7S III and I don't even think I have maximized the use of this camera. Now, this is, I think, more of a problem of, you know, the kind of people nowadays on the internet, wherein you want the latest and greatest thing that comes out. Now, here on Balls' Life, you know, me personally, I've wanted a full frame camera for a long time now. I used a Canon 550D for around 10 years. When we started this channel, I didn't even use the Canon 550D because, number one, when you vlog, Canon 550D rather, doesn't have continuous autofocus on video mode. So what we use was a GoPro. What we use is our smartphones. When the time came wherein we had budget for a new camera, what I bought was another GoPro. And then a year after that, I decided to purchase an A6400, simply because, you know, I don't know if I will be able to maximize a full frame camera, given that we're just, you know, posting videos on YouTube. And the reason why I got the A7S III is because I want to do more videos, like more than YouTube videos. So if you're concerned that your A7S III will be obsolete, I think you're thinking of buying cameras is more on, you know, gear acquisition rather than actually using the camera. And if you really need the features of the Sony FX3 when it comes out, then I am assuming that you are a professional, that you really need the camera. Then I don't think there is any reason for you not to purchase that camera if you need to sell the A7S III. So I don't think there will be any problem. Yes, it's hard to keep up with tech nowadays, since I think just for one brand alone, you have new cameras every 3 to 5 months. But I don't think you should focus on that and just focus on getting what you need and going out there and start shooting videos. So that's it for this video on the rumored Sony FX3. Maybe we will have another video during the announcement if there is any event by Sony announcing this camera. Maybe we're going to do a reaction video to it. But for now, this is all we have. Yes, it's exciting. And according to other rumors, this year, Sony registered 5 cameras aside from the Sony Alpha 1. So maybe this is the first of those 5, the FX3. And we are still waiting for the Sony A7 IV. And it's exciting that Sony has 3 other cameras that we are waiting for this year alone. So thank you for watching this video here in Balls' Life. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you get notified when we upload new videos here on our channel. Also, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and we will see you in our next videos here on Balls is Life. See ya!